Oh, I'm doing the intro?
Yes.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3. No, 3? 11.
I know we've lost a couple.
We've lost a bunch. Where did episode... Damn, watching that video. No, I done messed up.
We got...
Episode 11 of the Roundtable. There we go.
We got... last week we had thought we were on 9 because of missing a bunch of them, but now I went back and actually looked at the playlist, and we actually got 9.
This is 10.
And I was like... So whatever.
Alright, so we got that going.
Needless to say, we're here once again.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Time for... What are we talking about? Just gaming news today?
News and this and that. I'll start with my loss in faith of humanity.
Now, see, I was going to start. Go ahead.
Oh, well, what do you got?
Well, let's see.
Because mine's kind of stupid and gripey.
Yours is gripey?
And fan nerd-based.
Let's see. Just out of random bullshit, let's go with, hey, they're updating the achievements list for Modern Warfare 3.
Like adding new ones, or?
Well, they're updating the achievements. I guess they're adding new ones for, like, the new maps and shit.
Well, they do, yeah. Because I know Achievement Hunter.
So,
there's usually been, like, an achievement one for every new map. I think.
That's,
or the, whatever the mode is,
whatever the mode.
Firefighter, whatever they call it.
What is it, the face-off thing now?
Spec Ops, I don't know. The, single player, go here, do certain
Well,
things.
here's a breakdown of the achievements and the point spread that they've actually put up on the EGM. Let's see, they got a new achievement called Handle with Care. So if you complete the special ops mission on any difficulty, you get 10G.
Also, they're just kind of adding, like,
adding
dipshitty, you're going to do it anyway achievements.
Yeah, pretty much all Spec Ops stuff with that. Yeah, if you have Elite, you can get all this crap for free until that ends, and then I guess they'll quit doing Elite.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
Well, speaking of Elite, did you notice, they didn't really cover it last week, but, they kind of leaked, or whatever, Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
But, in case you don't know, Battlefield 3 Premium has DLC until March of next year.
You're right.
But, to be fair, they just announced it and they said there's going to be a beta. They didn't say when, but everybody's like, well, I just got Premium.
Well, I mean, it's like this. Technically, we got the Battlefield 3 beta when Medal of Honor came out?
Something like, it was shortly after that.
And then,
so now the new Medal of Honor.
Yeah, and it took, a year before we even got to play the beta on that one?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean...
it's just kind of like people just like, they announced it, it's coming out in 3 months. Takes time to make a game.
Yeah,
I mean, like...
Especially 4.
If you don't give, like, a roundabout time frame, pay attention is basically what I'm saying. Don't just, like, name!
I mean, it's coming eventually. I mean, I'm still waiting for Bad Company 3, which probably may...
No, they've said they've done that. It's going back to, like, the...
Honestly, I'm waiting for 2143.
Yeah.
Which they had said they were supposed to be doing, and then all of a sudden, 4!
Speaking of sort of announced things, too, I noticed on Screw Attack, rumor that some event coming up, Capcom may or may not reveal it.
Tokyo Game Show, I think it's coming up in September.
I don't even know. It was something completely nothing I've ever heard of. But anyway, it was the rumored to show their next fighting game, and everybody's like, Darkstalkers.
It could be. Unless they decide to bring a new franchise in, but I don't see it.
Yeah, it's Capcom. Speaking of which, they did finally release the characters for Cross Tekken. If you bought them, sucker!
I still haven't updated it yet, but... So what's
it's just the logistics that, like, after all that was...
Yeah, I'm going that way. Sorry, I'm drinking...
He's drinking an energy drink, and it's kind of...
Strong
and burp for him. And before we started, I wondered if I still had some eyelashes left. But,
yeah, you still got some.
But anyway, so that's out there.
Well, I mean, it could be...
I think they need to. I would love, and we said it back when Super Street Fighter 4 came out, I want to see Darkstalkers done like that.
Yeah, I want to see
and I'd be perfectly content with that. Lord knows it won't be like that.
It probably could be because... that's their formula.
And then they'll put half the characters on the disc and make you pay $30.
I think they might learn their lesson on that one. I think. I don't know. We'll see.
And then coming this week to Summer Arcade, one that I and you have been finally looking for.
Hybrid.
Hybrid. I got points finally again after mistakenly.
I got some
them.
points. I haven't spent them yet.
Oh, I ain't even put in the code just to make sure. I had the points and accidentally, through trying to see something, spent them. But anyway, it looks good.
Speaking of fighting games.
Oh, yeah.
There is a new Blaze Blue game in the works.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually new, not another reformation of the other two.
What's that other new one? Persona something?
Persona 4 Arena.
Is that like an RPG series?
It is an RPG series that they turn into.
I just wasn't sure. Okay.
Supposedly, you've heard of Shin Megami Tensei, right?
Yeah.
Well, Persona is from that universe.
Oh, okay.
I guess they decided, hey, let's do something different. Let's make a fighting game.
I know it looks pretty.
It's from the makers of, the Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear. I pre-ordered it.
Okay.
Because I like fighting.
So now for the crushing, well, maybe crushing, depending on where your fandom lies. Recently, IGN, as they do from time to time, had an online poll. Mm-hmm. They did it once before, and I actually made a video about it way back when it actually happened with Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3. And basically what you would do, you would follow a link to YouTube, and it would give you categories, and then you would click a link, and
I remember that.
When you went to, like, if you voted for, if you thought this Battlefield was better, you would click that, and that view counted as a vote.
Yeah. Okay,
well, they just did this again. I saw
Battlefield 3 run that one, too, didn't you?
Yes, it did. Completely. And utterly.
And we had that discussion
yes,
on
we did.
how, I'm going to make it brief, on how they're two different games.
The only thing similar is that guns go bang.
Yeah, that's it. There's two different games. You can't really compare the two.
They
one's running gun,
they play
one's team-based.
Yeah.
And that's the internet conversation.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I saw this on IGN's front page. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I tell you what it is, you're gonna think the same thing I did, which is kind of like Avengers versus Dark Knight Rising. And I'm like,
oh wait a minute, the movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like the actual character.
Oh yeah, the movies.
Oh, I gotta hear this. Oh, I've gotta hear this.
So I first saw it, and I'm like, really? This is a thing?
Yeah.
Like, did somebody miss the memo that Avengers is like the biggest selling movie in ever?
Yeah.
But they had it. Did I bother to go into it? No, because, like I said...
Did you read a paragraph this long?
Really?
On a YouTube page about...
So the results came out. I've lost faith in everything. Batman, The Dark Knight Rises was perceived in 4 different categories, and I'll go over the categories, to be a better movie than Avengers.
Please enlighten me.
Okay, first category.
You've already pissed me off.
First category. Now, for the record, he's seen it. Batman, I haven't. From what he told me, I don't want to, and from what other people told me, I don't want to. So
you can wait.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so that's out there. First category was story. Mm-hmm. Batman won. Like, and the sad part was Avengers didn't even come. Like, it won one category, and it won that by a lot.
You're right.
But the other ones, it didn't even break halfway of the number of votes.
Okay.
So that's depressing.
Welcome to our special party episode.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, as far as story goes, I've had problems with all the Batman movies, but that's just my nerdy pickiness. I know some other people had the same problems.
Yeah.
But I think as a whole, to kind of, I mean, you have a very, we've been over this, so I'll keep it brief. You know, you have a very moderate, real-life-based character.
Right.
And for some reason, you still try to make them above that. Whatever. Avengers story.
Right.
I'll honestly give that one to Batman.
Well,
only for the sheer point. Hello, the Avengers story was told in the other 4 movies that came out before it.
Yeah.
That was the Avengers story. The only thing Avengers was a 2.5-hour fight.
Yeah.
Which is all we really wanted.
Yeah, that's all.
A little bit of like, this is why they're doing it, but
yeah. Well,
action. Avengers wipe the floor.
Yeah,
and justly so. If Batman had won flat out,
Batman, there was not as much action.
I'm not saying there wasn't
in the Batman movie as there was in the Avengers. Not even close. Okay.
Avengers is like borderline Michael Bay.
Yeah, it's not a movie. That's a No, seriously. I think Batman. Honestly,
it had action, I'm sure, but
it had some action. But Batman actually fighting was probably 2 scenes,
and that's what he does
at best. 2 scenes.
Okay, so Avengers should win that, and they did.
Yeah, they should.
Next came, well, I'm not sure the particular order, but Femme Fatale, which boiled down to Anne Hathaway's Catwoman versus Scarlett Johansson. I know that's a tough call. I picked Scarlett. Because you can go find pictures of her titty. But and she's smoking ass hot. Anne Hathaway's kind of older. Not that she's not attractive, but she wasn't running around the movie in half zipped up spandex, I'm sure.
Well, she was wearing tight clothing. As for action, as for Femme Fatale, she was not quite Scarlett Johansson in the movie.
Like Black Widow was an actual character in the movie.
She fought. But she didn't fight like Scarlett Johansson.
Well,
I mean, shit. Some girl, she fought fast too. Wasn't like slow. Did
you see the dance thing like Halle Berry?
I mean, she fought, but it wasn't like, oh wow, Catwoman's badass. No.
So, in your opinion, that was unjust.
You suck, world.
Believe me, you should see the comment pages underneath it. It's either utter and complete disbelief or I told you so. Eat a dick.
No, it's...
Okay, it gets better. One last one.
Okay.
Villain. Loki, Bane. I lose it on premise alone on Bane. We've been over this.
We've been over this.
A, he never got bigger. B, he's just a bald guy in headgear.
Yeah, he's just...
Granted, I mean, you know...
And even the hardcore Batman people that I've talked to agreed with me, like, yeah, they should have did Bane the way he should have been done. I mean, God sakes, Michael... who was the director of Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
He got it right.
It's corny, but it was right.
But he got it right.
So...
Although he made him a complete bumbling idiot in that.
I'm still kind of... recalling from that because it was just like, I mean, when I first saw it, I'm like, I was honestly going to text you, like I was going to take a picture of it and be like, this is a thing? Like, really?
In all due honesty, Loki was better because he was, I guess, 2 character compared to Bane. Yeah, Bane was...
He was a character, and Bane was just there beating up people.
Yeah. Bane,
I mean, I know it's completely different characters at the get-go, but...
Has Bane as premise as Bane, has he acted? They had that right. The whole intelligence.
Okay.
They had that part right.
But the character design...
the character design and the way he acted...
Oh, and fun fact, apparently his voice effect for talking...
is done by...
Oh, no, it was a lot worse before they did test screening.
Oh, was it really?
So, just throwing that out
before they got 007 to do his voice?
Somebody, I don't even know.
Yeah, it was Sean Connery does his voice in the movie. I'm just like, well...
So that happened.
Yeah, so, I mean... That's just... no. I'm sorry. No? How are you going to say that the movie that's claimed to be the biggest movie of the year has got the numbers posted up, has versus Batman is the greatest movie? I'd love to see Batman's numbers compared to Avengers numbers.
I don't even think Batman honestly beats Spider-Man.
No, there's no way.
I don't. Maybe. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Like, I'm pretty sure...
It would be close.
I'm pretty sure that would be somewhere.
It would be close. If Batman Dark Knight Rises beat Spider-Man, it wouldn't be by much.
Yeah, and if it did, I'm sure I would be able to find it somewhere.
Yeah.
Like,
there's got to be numbers on here somewhere.
Oh,
I'm disbelief that these people said that Dark Knight.
I sure think. Yeah,
well, I've got to see the margin of error and how many people.
A lot, a lot. Like if it's like 40-some thousand votes in the categories where Avengers lost, they get like 15 out of those. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it was one side.
I'm in disbelief now.
Doesn't it just like...
It's like, really?
It just hurts, like...
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts. You know what, though? Batman movies are over with.
Thank you. They've already announced the next run of Marvel.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sorry, I just don't want to see a Nightwing movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's a good actor. He's a great actor. And the next movie he's got coming up looks pretty awesome. I forget.
The one where he's riding a bike or whatever?
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. I mean, I actually like him in that movie.
Well, yeah.
He was a great actor in Batman, but, they screwed him over on.
Well, that's kind of the thing. Is like a lot of people try to blame the actor, and
you can't blame the actor.
The writers, people. I mean,
you can't blame an actor for any movie.
This kind of goes back to unless they are bad at acting.
Yeah, I mean, Jenna Jameson is Catwoman.
Jenna Jameson.
I'm just saying it.
Oh, okay. I'm like, where did I miss it?
Zombie strippers.
What are you watching?
I don't know. Zombie strippers.
Well, I mean, it's like...
Yeah, of course you see Jenna Jameson in that kind of movie.
To kind of touch on that, since we kind of run out of... This will be the rambling part of it for a little bit.
Yeah, get back into that.
Since I've... I got another... Still trying to get him into Doctor Who. It's slow going.
Yeah, it's going.
But it's getting there. I got somebody else into it, and he recently just hit where it changes to David Tennant from Mark Eccleston.
Yeah.
And I'm like... I was just talking to him about the character progression. I was like, at the end of the day, it's like when Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, hit, a lot of fans threw a fit.
Well,
and I'm like, well, you can't. It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. I mean,
and to the point, it's not even
a lot of Tennant did gain a big fan base off of it.
Well, he did it for 5 years. You think?
Yeah.
And I actually just saw a documentary last night that made a good point. One person made a kind of offhanded, funny comment. Mm-hmm. It's like you get no matter how long they do it.
Yeah.
Especially when they do it for 4 damn years and 4 seasons.
Yeah.
You really get attached to that person playing the character. Right. Thank you. And and then the guy said he's like, so then here comes the new guy, and you're just kind of sitting there like, all right, what's this jerk about?
Yeah. It's like when he's playing the same character.
They kind of bring. I know it's not necessarily them,
and you can put this up there with 007.
And it goes for a lot of things. I'm just using that as an example.
I mean, let's face it. A lot of older people is like Sean Connery will always be 007 to me. But in our age, it's
Daniel Craig.
It's Daniel Craig and
Pierce Brosnan.
But we can accept the fact that 007 and when Daniel Craig.
I don't care what anybody says. George Clooney's my Batman. Okay, I'm kidding.
Michael Keaton.
Exactly. I'm kidding. Not that he was. I mean.
Who are you? I'm Batman.
It was like the one good thing they stole from the old movie.
But anyway, I mean, it's not that.
Well, it just cracks me like fan and nerd rage on things like that. Well, he sucks as this. It's not his fault. He's just there and reads his line.
Yeah, I mean, he was a good Batman.
A lot of Doctor Who, they brag about the stories.
Right.
And to a point, that's a somewhat legit complaint when Matt Smith took over, because coincidentally, when David Tennant left, a lot of the show's writers left too. Yeah. Only person that was left was Moffat. But that episode you watched, Sleeping Ants, that's who wrote that.
Who wrote that? Moffat did?
Yeah. So there you go. But, it's one thing of writing one really cool episode and then being in charge of the whole series.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's how it's done. I mean, you don't have a choice.
So just, any Facebook messages? No, I'm kidding.
Well, maybe. I haven't checked.
I was being... Yeah. He's talking to his, women's on Facebook.
Sorry.
You're like, I'm doing a podcast. You're hot. What's her name? Molly? Okay. Molly Hall.
No, don't do that. Don't put her name up.
He's got a huge crush on you.
What?
If you happen to see this.
She is a friend. And she won't see this. Anyway. Back to the story. Oh, God.
What?
I forgot we was recording. Anyway.
We're so professional.
Yeah.
And the really funny part is, I thought about like getting editing software. I'm like, what's the point? There wouldn't be anything left. It would just be us like video games, toy. Oh, speaking of toys, since I collect and I do reviews, and you're kind of, he wants to get into collecting things.
I like,
but you can't. But you have that issue, and it's kind of a good thing. You can't take that. Like as soon as you buy one, you'll be as bad as I am.
Yeah.
And that's his saving grace so far, is he hasn't bought that one.
I haven't bought that one yet. I've been there. I've been close. Almost did it.
Interesting toy news. Apparently, not. Oh, I could be wrong, but the new Ninja Turtles are supposed to be out in stores now, and I do want those. They finally, even though I sold them at the yard sale.
Here's my thing. What is the deal with the bigger feet?
Well, that's kind of more comic-y accurate.
Is it?
Yeah, if you go back and look at the.
But they look more like waffle stomper style. Compared to like the old.
Well, yeah, it's if you go back and look at like the IDW turtles, they were kind of like they were skinny at top and kind of rounded out.
Rounded out at the bottom.
I think the new series will be good. It seems to be focusing more on like the ooze. I mean, like the old one did a lot. Like it was just like, what random mutant is Shredder going to make this week?
Yeah.
And that seems what they're going to do with this one. So, but that's out in stores.
Rocksteady will probably return.
I hope. They finally, even though I sold them in the yard sale, so it wouldn't do me any damn good now, they finally got the second half of the Hero Factory stuff out.
Did they really?
Finally.
Well,
yeah.
Look at it, just two shelves.
No more. I mean, although the new Lego sets that just hit too, the Lego Monster Hunter, those look pretty cool.
I haven't seen those yet. I have to look them
up.
I want to get the hero stuff.
Yeah, and then
I want to get the Marvel and I want to get the DC.
Now I saw commercials for they're apparently trying to market them towards girls now. Lego Friends. Like
I've seen those. Is that the ones that are in like the purple boxes?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it has like different Lego people that look like Polly Pocket.
Yeah.
I'm like, And then something I told you the other day, which is kind of cool. I saw a commercial and honestly thought I was seeing things.
I want to hear about it. I want to see this again.
Domino Rally. I gotta find it in a store just to validate that.
I don't know, because that's like, it was one of those toys that I always wanted but never got.
Oh god, I had a ton of them.
And it was just like, they were different sets, right? And you could come out.
Oh yeah, you had like ones with tracks, you had ones with glow in the dark. You
had the ones where you like, you hit it and it went up the ridge. And
it was like stunts. And then what always kind of cracked me up and I got thinking about, which is actually in the new commercial.
Yeah.
Towards the end of its lifespan of the toy, they finally came out with the automatic, you put batteries in it, it automatically sound. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I spent like 4 days in the back part of my
basement. It was like a little trail or something. I was like, really?
So that's kind of cool. It's good to see the old stuff come back.
Yeah, I mean, there's always classics out there. You know, you get your Mousetrap.
And then, the old board games and stuff like that.
But to see something
like Monopoly's like $25. Like,
Monopoly's
really?
Expensive, though, isn't it?
Really?
It was like,
it's Monopoly.
It's got 100,000 sets, and it was like, if you want this one, you gotta pay $30.
Legos are kind of pricey too.
Yeah.
In general, but
which sucks, because especially for somebody who wants to like buy one and build like.
But in retrospect, after seeing reviews of some of the Ninja Turtle figures, and even some of the newer Transformer Prime figures, or not Prime, I'm sorry, Generations for Fall of Cybertron, which by the way the demo's still out and it's awesome, and the game's coming. If you're playing the demo, they're upping the level cap this coming week to something. So
something.
I think level 10.
We get a new set of gear?
Possibly.
Maybe.
It's like if you pay attention, what you can unlock in the demo, the 90% is demo lock, but the others have the number on it.
Yeah.
That's what you'll get if you're higher. But anyway, those figures coming out for the game.
Yeah, I know about that.
A lot of reviewers have noticed that they're smaller, like the same class of figures as like these.
You're right.
But they're smaller and. Like, where they can get away with it, there's a lot less plastic.
Oh, wow.
But they're the same price. And that kind of goes, I've said it before with my Hero Factory stuff, it's like...
Yeah, because they do that based off of how...
It was like, it was. Like, this one set with 22 pieces is $8. Like, okay, that's not bad, $8, boo. And then one with 30 is $15. Okay. Plastic that expensive?
Apparently so.
But anyway,
Alright, so, one last little...
Oh, yeah.
News. For the Call of Duty fans out there, that for the first time has nothing to do with Modern Warfare 3. I've seen that.
Okay.
In case you don't know, there's a game in China coming out from Activision is Call of Duty games called Call of Duty Online.
Call of Duty America Loses. Super happy fun.
Basically, from what I've seen, it's pretty much 4 redone for more online. I don't know.
Probably like 4 re-engineered to be like Counter-Strike.
But apparently, according to this, it's a free-to-play game. Come out sometime in the middle of next year. Mm-hmm. Supposedly, this will boost Activision's stock by 50%. A free-to-play game in China is going to boost their stock by 50%.
Because you know how the free-to-play stuff works.
Well, free-to-play stuff, it's good stuff. I mean, from where they started and where they are now is completely different.
Yeah. The old free-to-play was like,
I mean, back then your free-to-play was like
a demo.
It was an MMO. You click to go here, and you sit there and wait till you get there, and then you hit a button to do something.
And now
it's
you
like
can actually play and do a lot.
Like DC Online, Champions, and like professionally done MMOs or shooting games with a lot of. And
now you got to just pay a couple bucks for this or that. And
if you want this, I'll just pay this. And get that. Or versus, like Ubisoft has got into it, and actually a really good game. And whenever they finally release it. They're still in beta, and I mean, the players like, this is great, and then they're like, okay, beta's done with for now. Really? Then you get a beta weekend. It's like, okay, and then it's like, release the damn game. So we can play it. But
anyway, I guess that'll about do it.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's not a whole lot of gaming news. Probably won't find a whole lot till September when TGS happens.
So, but that's copyrighted. Don't sue me.
That's copyrighted. That's it. Oh yeah, by the way, I guess.
Oh, the Doom 3 BFG edition.
BFG edition is coming out soon.
That's kind of cool, but
Yeah, it wasn't ever too much in Doom.
It was a tech demo.
Yeah. So, that's it.
That's it. Till next time. La-di-da.
Yes.